There was a great deal more to your relationship with Marco Dane than you have admitted.
Yes, 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 yes!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the plot twists in daytime drama that left our jaws on the floor.
You really are from another planet, aren't you?
A star, actually.
Number 10, Lucky is Alive, General Hospital. Not only was he the beloved son of the show's ultimate super couple, but Lucky Spencer was coming into his own as a soap opera hero.
Making sure everything's under control. You took on Marino. I trusted you. I took you at your word, and my boy is dead?
When he was presumed dead in a 1999 fire, it was an aching and terrifying moment for the Spencer family. We watched Luke and Laura grieve, process, and ultimately lash out at each other.
I'm sure he didn't even wake up. No. He inhaled the smoke. Otherwise, he would have been out of the window, baby, because he's a handy little guy. He's always been such a handy little guy.
The revelation that Lucky was not only alive, but trapped by the Spencers' longtime rivals, the Cassadines, was a welcome shocker. Given how far the show had taken us down the road of their despair, though, it was a revelation that was well-timed for maximum emotional effect.
You won't escape. Maybe not the first time. Or the time after that. But I'll make it eventually.
Number 9, Delia's Death. The Young and the Restless. Revolving around the drama-filled denizens of Genoa City, The Young and the Restless had its fair share of sad storylines.
He's dead. Are you telling me my dad is... Oh my...
Delia Abbott was the very happy but very sick young daughter of Billy Abbott and Chloe Mitchell. Audiences watched as she bravely fought against childhood leukemia, but soon another unexpected tragedy struck the family. Delia was struck by a hit-and-run driver in 2013.
It's awful, but it was not Billy, it was another driver. Someone else did this.
He left her on the side of the road.
But no convenient soap opera physics or sleight of hand were called on to save her, and her parents were left to pick up the pieces in the aftermath.
He chose not to help her. He also left her alone. He didn't even cry out for help. And I'm paying for my stupid mistake.
Number 8, Stefano's Return, Days of Our Lives. If there's one thing you could always count on, it's that Stefano DiMera would find some way to escape death.
Wait a minute. Where is this, for God's sake? What the hell is going on here? Am I in a coffin?
Leave it to Days of Our Lives to find an incredibly ingenious and completely unexpected way to revive the longtime villain. Viewers thought Stefano would be gone for good when Hope Brady shot him dead, after which his original actor Joseph Mascolo retired from the role and passed away.
A coward. Just like that banal dead husband of yours. May he rest in peace.
Not only was his subsequent revival in 2017 a shock because DiMera was alive, but because Mascolo was still playing him. In footage shot before his death, Mascolo was able to live on in the role even after his death.
Say something, damn it! But then what can you really say? Because you have nothing.
Number 7, Reva's Clone, Guiding Light.
Josh Lewis. I'd like you to meet Reva Shane.
In the late 1990s, Dolly the sheep was a household name. The successful cloning of a sheep inspired ethical debates, cultural commentary, and even a soap opera storyline or two.
But I don't know what to do now. What am I supposed to do now? You tell me. You tell me what Reva would do now.
When Guiding Light tackled the subject, it did so with a particularly campy plot involving leading lady Reva Shane. With Reva presumed dead, which admittedly happened a lot, her husband Joshua had her cloned. In a severe case of soap opera rapid aging syndrome, the clone Dolly went from infant to full-grown adult in record time.
It can't be you. You can't be here now. Sorry to disappoint you, but I am. I am back, and it's over now.
It was a shocker, made possible only by time travel and some serious suspension of disbelief. Number 6, Erica's past comes back to haunt her, All My Children. Due to their often cyclical nature, some soap operas create new plots out of old ones, sometimes rewriting everything we thought we knew about beloved characters.
She wanted to terminate her pregnancy. I did. But I saved the embryo. And I was able to give my wife the child she always wanted. You, Josh.
In 1974, All My Children's Erica Kane had an exceptionally groundbreaking and timely storyline that saw her having an abortion. But in a 2006 reversal that made many fans angry, a new character named Josh Madden appeared.
I'm the one who gave you life. It doesn't matter that Erica Kane and Jeff Martin made you. I, Greg Madden, will always be your rightful father.
With him came the bombshell that he was the result of Erica's thought-to-be-terminated pregnancy. The revelation that he was somehow transplanted into Dr. Greg Madden's wife's womb as a fetus just didn't add up for anyone. But it was certainly unexpected.
Stop. This is, surprising.
Not to mention nauseating.
Will you check your schedule and please tell me when you plan on blowing up my life?
Number 5. Karen's testimony. One life to live.
He, enjoyed reminding me about the past.
Reminding you? How?
He would, he said he was never going to let me forget it.
Karen Woloch arrived on the scene in 1976, providing Landview, Pennsylvania with a dose of much-needed adrenaline. Blackmailed into sex work by her former lover Marco, Karen's secrets were exposed in a blistering courtroom scene. Racked with guilt, she couldn't keep her secret life hidden once Marco was murdered and she was cross-examined in court.
I begged him not to go to Larry.
No. Did you pay him to keep quiet?
No, I did not pay him. I didn't have the financial means to pay him.
Her emotional testimony saw her raked over the coals, bearing her soul to the entire town and to her husband Larry. It was a striking moment that destroyed Karen's marriage and forced her to rebuild her life. But it was the performance of actress Judith Light that made sure no one ever forgot it.
If you would stop lying to this court!
I am not lying. I came here to see justice done. Vicky Riley didn't kill anybody. Why can't you understand that?
Number 4. Metro Court Hostage Crisis. General Hospital. One thing Port Charles residents never could avoid was a catastrophic event putting all their lives in danger.
You lay a hand on her, and I will kill you. I'm not the one living on borrowed time. But if you want to survive this, you might want to counsel your friend on the benefits of compliance.
When almost everyone in town was held hostage by a group of masked gunmen in the lobby of the Metro Court Hotel, it wasn't clear at first who was responsible. But the revelation that Jerry Jacks, the troublemaking younger brother of Jasper Jacks, was behind it all, made a lot of sense in retrospect.
I think a time lapse is in order. Come here, you. Really?
The last time we saw him, he was a criminal and money launderer who skipped town after being arrested. His return set in motion events that would forever change the show. Most of all, the crisis saw longtime character Alan Quartermain suffer a fatal heart attack.
Rest is critical.
I'm going to pull through. You see, I've got this great doctor.
Hello. I'm not dead yet.
Number 3. Malaswan Island. Days of Our Lives. Sometimes when the ratings dwindle, the cast does too. In the early 2000s, Days of Our Lives was hemorrhaging viewers, and something needed to be done. So, longtime actors were fired en masse as the Salem stalker dispatched characters left and right. Dr. Marlena Evans was revealed to be the killer, which was crazy enough, but the big reveal set a new standard for soap opera retcons.
Remember when Carly Manning was buried alive?
Of course I remember.
Vivian Alamine drugged her. That drug simulated death. It fooled everyone. Now maybe something like that happened to us.
Not only was everyone alive and their respective actors brought back, but they all had been kidnapped by Andre DeMira and were being held captive on an island called Malaswan. You know, it's like New Salem, but backwards.
And I heard this noise, and then it began falling. The next thing I knew, I was in Salem Place. Here.
Number 2. BJ's Heart. General Hospital.
Hey, I know this is gonna hurt, but I have to take you out of here.
A sudden school van crash left Bobby Spencer and Dr. Tony Jones's beloved daughter Barbara Jean brain dead. Knowing that there's a girl at General Hospital in need of a heart transplant, Tony convinces Bobby that BJ's heart should go to her.
There is a little girl upstairs that has a chance at a healthy, normal life, and this is her chance. It's her only chance.
Why are you doing this?
But that's not even the half of it. The child is BJ's cousin Maxie. When his brother Frisco and his wife Felicia find out that their child's miracle comes at the expense of their niece's life, their happiness is short-lived. It's a tearful and heartbreaking moment of realization between parents whose prayers have been answered and parents whose worst fears are coming true. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Marlena's Possession, Days of Our Lives. Dr. Marlena Evans has been guilty of many things, but surely deadly attacks by a wild panther and a swarm of bees couldn't be laid at her doorstep, right? Wrong.
You're right, Kristen. Everything you suspected is true. The prophecy is true.
When Days of Our Lives introduced its wacky ratings-grabbing demonic possession storyline, no one could believe they were going there. But not only did they go there, they gave Marlena a host of supernatural abilities that wreaked havoc on every single character in Salem.
No, Mike!
The show and its visual effects department took the opportunity to go full Exorcist. Outlandish as it was, it's gone down in history as a high point for the show, and may be one of the reasons it's survived so long.
Stop it!
Does that disgust you? Well, you disgust me.
What was your favorite soapy surprise? Sound off in the comments.
For lots more where that came from, but you know that, don't you?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.